You ever play Super Smash Brothers and you'll play online and you'll play like a team of Yoshis? You'll play the team of Yoshis. And what they do is they do this jump, stomp, kick the whole game, and it feels like an infinite. Just like this, they'll be just kicking you in the head. I mean, it's fun to do it. It's just not fun when it happens to you. I lost a lot of matches like that. So this pal here is called Yoshi. I mean Shroomer. And this is the Mushroom Kingdom. Lottoriddles, reach. This is Sharp. Come take a seat. Lottoriddles.com, Reach Division, Charmace Sontelier, and yes, the Mushroom Kingdom is a real place. It exists outside of the Japan trap they got them in. Pay attention to this cartography. That is the way, the map is drawn, because I theorize this is more of a realistic picture of how the map is. If you're new to Palworld, this is how the in-game map looks. It's pretty big. But we recently got what's called the Sakurajima update, and this is the Japan themed update. And right here is that part of the land. As you can see, the Mushroom Kingdom is like the southeast part. You can see the Kumamoto, Amami-Oshima, Okinawa reference right there at the bottom. Those southwestern lands. But yeah, this is Japan. This might actually be what the map looks like. And this is also outside of Japan, which they snuck the Mushroom Kingdom in. So, and there may be other places I'll discover soon. But yeah, this right here, this foggy area is based on a real place, which is actually the Mushroom Kingdom. This is the map. So we finna dig deep into this. And surprise, surprise. So yeah, this is the land we're working with, just to give you an aerial view. This is the Japanese island, and of course, those islands southwest, down there. That's a reference to give you a better up close view. The Kumamatos, the Amamis, the Okinawas. They put little references like this just to, you know, reinforce to your subconscious of where this is, what this is themed after. So I went on and got a closer visual. All right, now that all that's out the way, let's get into the fun stuff. Let's explore the island. It's key to note that I know there's references to Mario from this portion of the game, but you must understand that Mario and Palworld both are based off an actual place that exists. So they're both kind of taking from the Mushroom Kingdom. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. You have Los Santos. Los Santos is based on LA. So I don't want you to think that Mario or Nintendo created the Mushroom Kingdom. They did not. And interestingly enough, Japan, I tell you all the time, and I'm gonna keep saying it, intelligence makes your games. This game, as well as Mario, was made in Japan. They have, you know, ties to intelligence in America as well, and it just so happens they were tasked with making video games based off the country that lies directly outside of them. Now, the Mushroom Kingdom is in the sky. It is anti-gravity. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to be butchering these names, but these are some of the piles found on the island that do have references to Mario, but they also have references, like I said, to the Mushroom Kingdom. If you can look at it, with the exception of Jetrigan, but you got your Shroomers, your Grintel, your Relaxosaurus, and your Kurajiro. So we're gonna be talking about them. There's some other piles on this island as well. I picked the main few because I don't want to go too long with this. You can see that toad, right? We're gonna get to all of that. But the Mushroom Kingdom, it is anti-gravity. I might do a reach on the movie. Goomba. You see how they make the toad as well as a Goomba, because when Mario steps on the Goomba, that's exactly what he do. But it's a toad and a Goomba. They have a lot of toads, and they have like turtles and stuff in the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, but that's another reference. Pop me up. When you jump on them, that's what Mario does. All right. I'll show you why I got this flamethrower in my hand. But yeah, you can see the Relaxosaurus is over there. That's another reference to Yoshi, because it's like a dinosaur. But Shroomer is a better representation. Boy, this thing is hopping. It's hopping. I see you. But this is a real land, and it is anti-gravity. Mario is a game of worlds. It just happened to be World 2. You see my fireballs? Oh, they always be trying to fight, man. I swear. I'm not going to use the fireballs on them. They be wanting to smoke. But yeah, Mario is a game of worlds, and it is in World 2. If y'all didn't catch my red suit reference to Mario, you might not need to be on this channel. I'm kidding. I'm just saying, you know, I put in extra work to show y'all this stuff. There we go. It's the other Yoshi. the whole dino reference. So I play this game like a third-person shooter. That's how I do it. I let the pals do their thing, but me, I'm trying to shoot. That's my thing. Play it like Fortnite or something. Back on we go. You gotta feed them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get the Grintail. But just take in the scenery, because they've actually been over there. They know what it's looked like. They've made plenty of games based off of it, especially if you played the Super Mario Galaxy series. There's a Mario game. There's a couple of Mario games I gotta get to. One, they basically tell you it's classified. It's if you know how to look, you know, the eyes to reach, they'll tell you everything. I thought this was really neat though. I really like how they did this. But yeah, Mario is a game of world, and it's a game of pipes. Mario uses pipes to get to other worlds, to get to other places. And I tell people we live in a ring universe. We live in a pipe-like universe. And I wanted to hold that secret for a while, but it was very evident. Mario has a ton of subliminals. We'll get the Mario subliminals maybe in future videos, but it's all about pipes. It's all about worlds. And they showed, I guess, what I call a celestial world, which is the floating worlds, the natural state worlds that lies outside of the gravity. You know, a lot of us, we're in this gravity trap that keeps pulling us down, that keeps aging us. We're unnaturally aged, we're deformed, all of that. In this kingdom, in the Mushroom Kingdom, there are real people. Don't go thinking, you know, the people are toads. No, when they design video games, they get creative with the process. So how about making tiny toad people? But like Florida oranges, Texas cactus, we think your team need a little practice. That type, you know, the people in Florida aren't oranges, and the people in Australia aren't kangaroos. They're actually real people in the Mushroom Kingdom. That may be hard for some people to fathom, but living, breathing people just like you and I. And from my research so far, just like us, they don't know of us like we, for the most part, don't know of them. And that's with many of the places I've yet to show you that's undiscovered. For the most part, the powers that be they've done a great job at keeping this stuff secret they kept us secret from each other. That's what they did. And we'll be meeting them soon. They know they about to take a massive L. But little do they know that there are video games made about them. And this is another one. So this is who I wanted to show you. Take a guess of who this is. Look at the tail. I don't know if I ride it in this clip, but I want you to see the tail and the face. Look at that face. Who does that remind you of? From Mario, of course. Face the tail. You see it? If you ride it, you pay attention to how it jumps. Look at the teeth. The teeth should be a dead giveaway. That's a reference to a chain chomp. See? And this is how chain chomp bounces. That's a chain chomp, Grintel. They're very slick about how they the piles they put on this island and how they did it. The tail is a reference to a chain, of course. But yeah, it bounces just like chain chomp. Now, and these are my fireballs. Now, although Shroomer is a subliminal reference to Yoshi, Shroomer also represents the people of the Mushroom Kingdom. Maybe, you know, they even wear attire associated with mushrooms, like how certain cultures wear things like a Hawaiian t-shirt. You know what a Hawaiian t-shirt looks like. It's also keen to note that this is the Mushroom Kingdom under gravity. So to get the people to kind of accept what this is without them realizing it, this is under gravity. The Mushroom Kingdom is a dry place. Water does not act like it does in here in anti-gravity. So make sure you note that water would be spherical. It would be spherical. It wouldn't be in these puddles. This is all just it's to meet you where your lack of knowledge is. It's to meet you where you would understand it based off the lies they've built for you already. This makes it almost like a translator. It makes it more understandable for you. So just to keep that in mind, I'm gonna do a Mario reach and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. But they did a very well. I don't want to compliment them, but you know, they did well by this, I would say. Grintel eyes. The way Grintel be looking at me, he's like, I know you know my secret. If you pay attention to a lot of look at him. Look at him, you see it. Yeah, it's all good. That's kind of reverse creepy, right? Yeah, so this reverse creepy makes sense. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, a floating dry land or floating islands with water. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna show that and make that. Look at that. I know y'all remember that. Dun 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 dun. I miss those games. I decided to, you know, do a little something. We're gonna play with it a little bit. Let's play with it. Come on, Goomba / Toad. Get me up there. Get the flag the highest percent you can. I built my little, what is it? The little brown brick castle. Although I got it in glass. Hey, there may be something in the future I show to you and I'm gonna reference this. So I did something slick, that's all. Then you go to the next level and sometimes the next world. You know, you gotta have a little fun with it. So many things are lies. Your platforms, I built the platforms up. I think I bust my head right there. Did I do it? Come on, Kroaju. I actually probably can say it in Japanese. I think they would say Kurajiro. I don't know. There we go. Yeah. And then there's Bowser in the game. Now, this update came after, because Dig Toys, that's the name of the PAL, was already in the game when it launched. But you know, game developers are usually like a year plus ahead when they develop something. They knew they was gonna put this in the game. And so you have your Bowser here. With Bowser, back in the day, like the 64, you usually would spin him to beat him. And they put that reference in here. With this Dig Toys, he spins. It's very subliminal. You see how it works? Mario 64, you grab this tail, you spin them around and landed them on a bomb. So, but yeah, they had this all in the works. I'm gonna explain something later about it, but you got that darn near the entire Mario in here. I like Dig Toys. I be using them for my mining and stuff. Kuroajiro. Oh, I left out the I sound. That's what it was. I said that didn't sound right. Anyway, yeah, I know a little Japanese. So we got the turtle reference. And again, toads and turtles. They might start some. Walk over here. Toads and turtles. Again, the Mario brothers. They took from the Kindom as well. And I wouldn't just beat on Palworld. It's a fun game. This is my second favorite game now, behind Halo Infinite. But yeah, I like what they did with this. I got a theory about this, because I know how gravity works. Theory, trigger disclaimer, or trigger warning. But I know gravity ages us very fast, and it ages us very fast. And my theory is that a lot of us are taller and of course we're a lot older than we should be. But I know the universal age of adulthood is 13. And 13 is usually where people hit puberty, somewhere around that age. Growth spurts may just be our body's natural response to the hindering gravity. We're supposed to be very youthful. We're supposed to be very young looking. I think gravity, we're far more aged than we're supposed to be. So our life should be extended, and we should be a lot younger looking. I wouldn't be surprised if, where did I see this? Peter Pan, how the younger children, they didn't want to go back to, they didn't want to go to planet Earth because they'd grow up. I also saw this in The Legend of Zelda. The sage in Ocarina of Time, Sarah, she was part of the Kokiri forest. When Link grows up, he goes back to the Kokiri forest, and they're like, hey, we don't grow up. We don't age. You know, we may be unnaturally tall. Adulthood again is around that 13, we can say 15-ish era. Height, extreme height just may be our body's response to the gravitational pull that's so heavy. I would not completely rule that out. So if you go to the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's a lot of youthful looking people, I'm talking about maybe a person is 50 years old looking 20, and they probably outlive us too. I wouldn't be so shocked when I take a look at Mario, when I take a look at the Toad people. They're all very short. If you even look at Mario in comparison to Peach, I'm not saying we gotta be that short, but maybe the teens, like how, you know, Mexico, they celebrate the 15th birthday of the woman. I don't want to butcher that. I'm tired right now. Quinceañera. Why did I even try? But I don't think that may be a reach. I don't think it is. Our entire reality is a lie. Oh, that kick. Now again, I wanted to show right here that this is, because this is the Japan part. It's right next to Japan. I mean, it's right there. No China, no Korea, no. Mushroom Kingdom right next to Japan. This is the Japan representation. Yeah, I got that, Chess. Recording or not. Gotta get that. They're right next to each other. If you do not take the portal, if you don't take the portal back, they're on the ring's ceiling. So again, we can live in the sky of our world, World 1. This would be a representation of World 2. Somebody is kicking and screaming right now because I told y'all this secret. They pissed. This entire game is the Japan-U theory. It's the reason I built one of my bases. It was my main base at first on one of the rising lands. Japan, land of the rising sun, or land of the rising land. They love the play on words. This is gravity manipulation. I was looking for a game to do this, and it landed in my lap. It literally just came out of nowhere. Spirit nudged me and said, get this game. And one of the first things you see when I first turned on the game, I said, this is it. It shows you throughout the entire game exactly the theory I've been trying to prove the whole time. The Japan-U theory. Land of the rising land. So we can wrap this up. I think y'all get the point. There's so many other hints. There's so many other subliminals. I could be doing this all day. I can't make the video forever. So the Mushroom Kingdom, the Japan-U theory, these are just the many entendres of this game. I did a video a while back on Lovamander, and I was talking about how many entendres this game has. And we still got a lot more to go, and I'm talking big ones. Of the big ones, I'd say maybe 2 or 3. And we're going to get to those. But I had to at least get out my theory. I have some other references to this theory. I've seen it many places. Maybe I'll get to those. I could just keep going and going and going, but I hope y'all enjoyed this. I was just as shocked to find this out as y'all, maybe. And the other things in this game, those are coming up soon as well. So keep on the lookout, because it gets worse. Like, just when you think it doesn't get any worse, it gets worse. The devil is far more evil than you realize. And you realize again, dang, the devil is even worse than that. So we're going to get to it. We got all the time in the world. And I just want to contribute to their downfall and our freedom. So the takeaway from this is Japan is gravity trapped. They need help. And the Mushroom Kingdom is actually a real place. It exists. It exists. Come back and see me.